homebistro.com. Freshly prepared, home-delivered, restaurant-quality gourmet meals delivered straight to your home. Choose from over 50-plus gourmet meal options cooked by world-class chefs and delivered frozen, ready to eat within minutes and no commitment. Welcome to the one-shop gourmet food delivery, specializing in affordable options to eat right and feel great. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Every ingredient is handpicked to the highest standard. And why you should buy from homebistro.com? Restaurant quality, made with natural ingredients, delivered right to your door. Overnight shopping is available. Diabetic, paleo, heart health, and vegetarian options to eat. Doing business since 1999. Courteous, knowledgeable, and professional support. Complete PCI compliant SSL security ordering, and great meals. Choose from some of my favorite dishes: the Mediterranean chicken with orange honey sauce, the charbroiled chicken romesco, or the grilled chicken breast with sweet and spicy vegetables. No matter what you choose, you can't lose with homebistro.com. Eat great, feel good, and save some money with homebistro.com. Hit the link in the description section below for more information. Who Dat family, check out the Pro Shop. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop and Who Dat Nation.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one sports talking D's. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Payton, New Orleans, Who Dat Nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Who Dat to the black and gold family, man. We in this thing. Friday free for all, sports coma style. We doing it. Big ups to the family members. Thank y'all for chiming in on this installment of the show. Big ups to you. Coming at you a little late, a little later than what I wanted to do, but kind of a busy day. But nonetheless, Friday free for all is in the building. Much love to the beautiful black and gold family members chiming in on this side of things. Much love and appreciate you guys for jumping in this late edition of the Coma. Friday free for all. We're in the building. Chat is the link is in the chat for the family members that want to chime in as well. And yes, I didn't forget, today is definitely ladies night for calling, but also it's for everybody, to be honest with you. I don't want to put too much pressure on the ladies, man. They feel free to chime in if they want to, and as well, but all the rest of the family members can pop in and give their analysis, questions, concerns, or comments in this version of the Coma. So like I've been saying for some time now, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, where we get intense, entertaining, educating, enlightening sport talk from your favorite sports family. I'm Big Q chiming in with this one. You're the great Saint Think Tank. Much love to you guys. I appreciate you and salute to the great Great Saint Think Tank, and the Black and Gold Who Dat Nation. Big ups to you. Big ups to all the family members chiming in on this thing. Brother Jerry in the building. Big ups to you, G Reed 504. Big ups to you, KT in the building. What's up, KT? Big ups, fam. Mr. Pops 3000. What's up, fam? Good to see you in the chat as well. Anthony, who that to you, brother? Brian, what's up, Brian? Brian Pearson in the building as well. Brother Donovan is in the building. What's up, brother Donovan? How you doing, fam? All right, appreciate you, sir. GM Kev is in the building. Is this live? Yes, this is live. Ferg 318 is in the building as well. Big ups to you, fam. Good to see you. Much love. Brother Tramal is in the building. Who that to you? Let's see what else we got in here. Brian says, put the link in the put the Pro Shop link in the chat, please, so I can get a shirt or a cup. All right, Brian, give me just a second. Let me see if I can do that, sir. And I appreciate the purchase at the Pro Shop and as well. So as the family members chime in, please feel free to smash upon the like button. Smash the hell out of that like button, if you please. It helps out the stream. Also, feel free to share the link as well. It also goes toward helping out the platform as well. And also, let me see if I can get a couple of, all right, let me share a couple of the links right here. It's actually a couple of them here. Give me just a second and we'll put them in the section there. The Pro Shop links for gear is in the chat as well. And that's, thank you, Brian. I appreciate you, sir, for checking out literally hundreds of dozens of products. We're about to get back fired up and get our creative juices flowing once again with a bunch of different more products flowing in for spring going into the summertime, whatnot. But appreciate the family members for chiming in as well. Thank you, Brian. King Creole, thanks for the super chat, King Creole. Much love to your family. Appreciate you chiming in on this one. Much love. Says, who that, Big Q and the Who Dat Nation. Who that to you, and salute to King Creole the first. Much love, fam. Seabrook, Fishing Sinkers. What's up, fam? Appreciate you being here as well. Much love. Appreciate you being here. What's up, Lori, baby? Big ups to Lori chiming in from the North Shore. What's up, baby? Good to see you in the chat. All right, big ups to Sean. How you doing there, brother Sean? Good to see you in the chat, my friend. Tramal is there. He says, Q, is the coffee or rum in that cup? Rum? For real, bro? No, this is not rum, bro. This is just water. This is just water. I got my own water purifier, and I like to call it gourmet water. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good water, man. Let me tell you, I'll be slurring something bad if it was anything else. You would know there's something in that damn cup right there. If it was anything, if it was rum in that punch, I'd be slurring all kinds. What's wrong with you? What's going on there? Oh no, bro, you would definitely know. That's just straight clean water there. Brother Jasper, who that to you? Good to see you. Brandon Cormier as well. And all the family members. Appreciate y'all, man, for chiming in on Friday Free For All. Much love. That's right, KT. That's right. Nothing beat it, bro. Now, you know I hear all this stuff about electrolytes. Man, I went and I did a little research on that, on Gatorade and all that kind of stuff, man. And they talking about it's better than water. Don't you believe it, man? Your body is composed of over 70% water. And they telling you Gatorade better than what you made of? Come on, fam. Oh, you got to get them electrolytes up. Electrolytes, yeah. Anyway, thank you there, KT. What's up, brother Damien? Say, what up, Q? I'm feeling good watching the best sport. Thank you, brother Damien. Much love. He's sipping on the daiquiri. All right, see, brother Damien, he got the... That's all right, fam. I'm glad you're feeling good, bro. After a hard week of work, bro, we know how to relax, don't we, brother? Appreciate you. Jasper, I can hear you, Q, Payton, and Breeze playing golf, and people not ask questions like, why he ain't running the ball, LOL. I can't say it. Yeah, you're right, Jamal. And Brother Jerry would say the same thing. Brother Jerry would say that Willie drinking the haterade. Brother Jerry would definitely give you a thumbs up with that one, man. He'd say Willie is definitely drinking on the haterade. Willie hates everything except for Miss Sexy Blacksmith. Willie had the gall to try to make a love connection. He was hating on everything, and then then the hate turned to love real quick. Did y'all notice that day? It all the love turned to, and then he just all the compliments. He hates everything except for Miss Sexy Blacksmith. Let me tell you something. Okay, she said, I'm in Texas. Okay, all right, Lori. Good. You safe travels for you, Lori, out there, baby. Safe travels for you out there. All right, Kevin said, Q, they coming out with a new vaccine, the super vaccine for the final Kirk call. I think it's a series of ones. It's going to be treated like the flu shot, and it'll be dispersed out for years. And of course, they're going to have certain little caveats that you will have for getting it. You can be able to hug people, and like the NFL commissioner, I know y'all probably seen commissioner say he was fully got his stuff, and he will be allowed to be hugging people. Is that where we is with this? Is that where we are with this? It's just amazing, man. I mean, I've read about it years ago. I just never thought they'd be able to pull it off. I thought people would be more aware than what we are right now to catch them and put them underneath somewhere but hey, man, it ain't over with yet. Jeff said, trying to, and they've been doing stuff to the military family members for years, man. The truth be told, man, but maybe we could talk about that on Q with Big Q, man. We can have that discussion. All right. Thank the rest of the family members. All right, Ma. All right, Lori. Y'all some late drinkers, ain't you? Hey, I ain't mad at you. As long as I'm sitting here watching, I'm sitting up here enjoying it with you, baby. Let me tell you something. So big ups to the family members. Please hit upon the like button. Thank y'all for being here. And like I said, man, y'all, I love talking to the family members in this thing, man, and we're going to get it started. Okay, we got Brother John Cyrus and then Brother Jared Porter coming up in a minute here, and we'll open up the land. Like I said, on Friday Free For All, I try not to cover too many stories or whatnot. I just like to get into conversation because this is the day for the family members to chime in. So if you want to chime in, the link is in the chat. It's pinned in the chat. If that's the link, if you want to pop in on Friday night and get your word in, what you think about the Saints draft, what you think about how it's going. Do you like the fact that people are making trades and you just sitting on your ass watching golf or whatever? I mean, how do you feel about that? The offensive lineman, Orlando Brown, goes to the Kansas City Chiefs. They stackpiling. You got other people, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about other teams a little bit more active than you? Does it matter? It's just questions. All right. Casey, I can vouch for that, Jasper Small. Yeah, that's the history of it, bro. Big Sean, what's up, fam? Good to see you in the chat, bro. Who that to you? Gabriel Thomas, who that to you? And all the rest who is this Davis Mills? Somebody mock fuzz. Davis Mills is the quarterback out of Stanford. Has a small sample size of his tape. From what I've seen from him, he got good size. He's kind of athletic, but he has some injuries that happened to him, and not enough sample size for us to actually figure out exactly what he could do. But from the little bit of tape I've seen on him, he actually looks like a pretty decent prospect. I don't like him as much as I like Sam Ellinger or Ian Book, as I watch even more footage on Ian Book. I love even Ian Book. I love his game, man. Little dude with a lot of heart, reminds me of somebody. Somebody from that used to be here. All right, big ups to the rest of the family members. Name say, AQ, I've been doing some homework on Greg Newsome, cornerback from Northwestern. Dude, something serious. Did you peep him out? Yeah, brother Damon, I peeped him out. I mocked him a couple of mock drafts ago. We talked about Newsome, man. He's a first-round pick, big physical cornerback, really smart, has a few things to iron out in this game, but he's going to be a first-round pick for somebody. He's definitely a ball player, man. Hopefully we can get him. And with everything going on with our secondary situation, and you're looking at Laddie Daddy might be facing some, might be missing a game or two because of what happened with him. You never know, fam. You never know indeed. So with that being said, we're going to open up the chat for the first time. We're gonna go with Brother John Cyrus, then Brother Jerry Poor, and then I see my dog KT. What's up, KT? What's popping, bro? Good to see you in the chat as well. Big ups, fam. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna move into it. We're gonna open up the show. First and foremost, Mr. John, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the show.
Hey there, man. How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hold
sir.
on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hey, shut the goddamn. Hey, turn it down. Hey, Surgeon, goddamn, fix them damn hogs and shut your potholes. Oh, okay, I got it. Be quiet, son. All right.
What's up, Brother John? How you doing, bro? You got that's kind of late for them to be that angry, bro. What's going on?
But
bro?
I tell you, well, I feed them late. I didn't feed them at all today, and they're upset with me.
Oh man, I don't know if I like pigs angry growling at me like that.
I tell you, boy, they're mad. They're Republicans on January 6th. They'll tell you, boy, they're upset. I hope they don't come up here and surround my house. But I just want to talk about that video up there with Marshawn. What is his name?
Lattimore, brother. That's Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah,
we call him Laddie Daddy. Affectionately, we call him Laddie Daddy, Brother John.
Well, Lady, Flatty Daddy, whatever his name is. I just want to talk about that video. Did you see the video of him getting arrested?
Yes, sir, I did.
First of all, I want to say this. If that were any other black guy in that situation would have went not the same way. That shows you that some people get preferential treatments from the police. First of all, that's what I want to say.
Okay.
And I want to say is, we thought that the person in the car with him had the firearm, but if you watch that video, he had the firearm on him.
Right.
He said he had a what is called a concealed weapons permit. He said he had one.
He had a gun on him, and he said he had the paperwork, a concealed weapons permit for.
But I don't think they found any paperwork on him.
And then they had a guy in the back seat. Well, they had 4 in the car with him, including Lattimore, and they had a gun on the back on the floor in the back by one of the passengers, and the police officer would probably be one of them. And that pistol was dirty. Right.
I remember one of the officers told him, they said, "You're gonna shoot your ding-a-ling off," and he had he didn't even know how to hold a dang gun. I've been a country boy all my life. I know how to hold pistols, shotguns, tanks, and bazookas and all kind of stuff. I know how to hold all that. I was in the Army. 14 years ago, I was in the United States Marines, but I fought along George Washington and all them other great people. I fought right along with them folks. But I wanted to talk about that situation because Lattimore, you are NFL superstar, and you're hanging with those kind of people. I mean, it looked like he was high as a goddamn kite. I mean, I don't know. What's your problem? You have your whole career, your whole future ahead of you, bud. You made it out of the hood, just like one of the officers told him. They say, "What are you doing hanging with these kind of people? They're nothing but trouble." And I mean, Lattimore, come on, you got to be smart, and you're costing a damn team, and I'm sick of these players. I'm going to say it too. I'm tired of these players costing us draft picks, sitting out. Alvin Kamara's done it. The people on defense have done it, and I'm sick and damn tired of us as fans just sitting up here have to take those players, doing whatever they want to do. We can't say nothing, and then when we do say something, people want to say, "Well, you're not a true fan. You don't do this. You don't supposed to talk about those people." You need to act right. At a certain point in your dang gone life, you need to learn how to act right. You're 20-something years old doing something you're not supposed to do. Come on, it's common sense to tell you, I shouldn't hang with those people. I have a future. They don't have a future. Do you think they're going to take the rap from me? You think they're going to take the rap from me? No, they're not, because they're thugs and criminals. And one thing I can tell you, they're not going to take the rap for you just because you have a career in the NFL or something. They want to get off. They don't think like you do. And Lattimore ought to be ashamed of his damn self. And Big Q, you speak on it all the time when these players sit up here. It costs us draft picks, costs us losses because they're sitting out and stuff like that. The stuff has to stop. And I'm tired of Sean Payton not even saying nothing, and the media not even saying nothing. They're not even covering this situation. But we all know Roger Goodell is going to tear one in us when he gets hold of this information. And we're not doing anything. We're not saying anything. Oh, well, we're just going to let this slide. He can do what he want to do. I'm tired of it, boy. I tell you, I'm tired of these players. I've been a Saints fan all my life. When we had Bobby Haber back there looking like Jameis Winston Jr., or senior. And I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of these players. Alvin Kamara just cost us 7th round draft pick, and what he's doing, sitting up there riding in his car, jamming in music. I don't even care that he cost the Saints. And what are we doing? Keep sitting up here complaining. Well, he cost us a draft pick. And look here, we don't have much money, so we're going to need to use them draft picks, bud. We're going to have to sit up there and find us a Tom Brady with the 7th damn pick. But they don't care. They're just living their lives. And we're sitting up here the damn thing and suffering. Every year is something with this organization. There needs to be someone in that organization teaching those young bucks how to act, what to do. I've never seen DeMario Davis in any scandal or something like this. Never seen Teron Armstead in a scandal like that. Never seen Drew Brees sit up there except when he said what he said, even though I don't think what he said was offensive at all. But you have people that want to get up there on their high horses and act like a man can't make a mistake. Then they don't want to forget a man for making a mistake. But what's your opinion on that, Q? That's what I want to ask you.
Well, I mean, that's a lot, Brother John. Dropping a lot of jewels there. I think, Lattimore is a young man. He's about 24 years old. And he made a really bad choice right there to do that.
Right.
And fortunately, it wasn't something drastic enough where, it put him in
drastic, Q. That's the thing.
Put him in jail and for something heavy-handed, for something really bigger than the 4th degree or whatever the 4th degree thing that they try to hit him with, but that's really dangerous though.
I want to say this. It's drastic, but they're going to give him treatment because he's Marshawn Lattimore. Now, if my son or your son was to go out there and do something, they're going to slap the wrist on them and shut the door and not do anything. But Lattimore, since he's a sit up there and a big-time superstar and big-time cornerback, they're going to give him location. You see how friendly those officers were with him? Now, let that one have been any one of our cousins and stuff like that. They would have had the guns drawn and everything else, and he would have got shot up. But since he's a superstar, and I'm sitting up here, black people are already going through a lot of stuff right now in America in 2021, and you put yourself in a position to lose your career, your money, what you can do to take care of your family. You put yourself in a situation that you can do that. And once you do it, no one's going to want to feed with you. They're going to sit up there and say, well, he want to act like this, and he had all the money in the world, all the time in the world. I mean, act right. Act your age and not your damn shoe size. But, I'm telling you, I'm upset. That's why I'm going on about it, because I like Lattimore. I've been watching him since Ohio State, and I'm disappointed that he would do something like this and hurt us and hurt our organization. And what are we going to do if Marshawn Lattimore fell down? Because, damn, I'll tell you, P.J. Williams can't cover a damn acorn. Ken Crawler can't cover a damn spider on the wall. So what are we going to do if they suspend him? I know he's going to suspend him. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Nothing at all.
It happened before the draft, and we knew that we had to delegate assets to the secondary anyway. We know we dealing with an older, close to his time probably being up with the Saints after next year, and Malcolm Jenkins. We know Marcus Williams is on a 1-year tag. Eventually the Saints are supposed to work a long-term deal. Behind them, you got JT Graham on a 1-year deal. So, I mean, it's nothing really long-term if you think about it. P-Rob has 1 year left on his contract. P.J. Williams signed for 1 year. So, I mean, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, and you got Lattimore in his final rookie year, his deal, and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, I think he has a couple of years left. But really, there is no really long-term solution at the secondary position behind this year. That's why it's super and uber imperative that the black and gold really delegate resources to the secondary. So, I mean, when the Lattimore thing happens, you've seen Jack Rabbit leave. I already know. I said, man, we got to start looking at some people. Unfortunately, it happened before the draft, and we have an opportunity to prepare and really start reaching into the draft with the 8 picks that we have. And perhaps it can grow even larger if the Saints decide to move back in the draft to accrue even more picks, because that's a possibility as well. We can still address secondary members. You can get a couple of cornerbacks and maybe a safety. I'm saying maybe 2 or 3 defensive backs out of these 8 picks if we keep all picks. We definitely need to build up the secondary.
That's right. And I just want to say one last thing, and I'm done. We in this society in 2021, we got to learn how to act right. We got to learn how to think right. Because I'm just gonna say it, and I don't care if people get mad or not. These officers don't care about us. They don't care about us and how we're doing and stuff like that. So we, as black people, have to sit up here and know how to act, learn how to act when we get in these situations, and stop sitting up there being stupid when you have your whole life ahead of you and your whole career. He's only 24. Ain't no telling what he could become, a Hall of Famer or stuff like that. But you sit up there and you get in the small incidents, then they come to big incidents, then the big incidents become the larger ones, and then the larger ones get you kicked out of the NFL. So that's what I want to get up here and say, Big Q. I don't want to hold it long, but I thank you for having me up there on your podcast and stuff. And that's all I'm going to say.
As always, who that to you, Brother John? And as always, appreciate you, my brother. And thank you for chiming in and dropping your word. Brother John, always keeping it real, man, and dropping it. And that's the man's opinion. Yes, and he makes a very great point, a couple of great points, but one in particular that stuck to my mind was the one that he made about Laddie Daddy, being an NFL player. And of course, you have the press on him, but there are other people out there that don't have that benefit, and that's a part of it. That's why the real benefit that going to understanding how things go is then you need information. I mean, regardless of if you feel like the elite have more money than, really they don't. If you think about it, as a collective, humanity as a collective has to work together against these leashes, as I call them. And that's all these elite people at the top who think they're elite or who term themselves as blue-blooded or special people and all this kind of crap. They put their clothes on just like you do, and really their network, all their money come from you. If you say I'm not supporting your ass tomorrow, they all wither up and go away. So we remember where to control at. I'm always a big person, always talking about the dynamic always places the mass populace or all of humanity at the base of the pyramid model set up with us at the bottom and them at the top. That is wrong. You control everything. If you say you're going to give me whatever percentage out of that dome and out of that arena because we built that with public funds and we're not getting a damn thing out of it, we come together, ain't nothing they can do about that. That's Veritas. It's all on you. Remember, everything is reflective of you, and they'll go as far as you let them. As a collective, we got to understand that. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Thank you, John. We're going to bring in Brother Jerry. I see KT there as well. Brother Jerry, welcome to the show. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, Big Q?
Salute to you, sir. Good to see you in the live stream, my friend.
Salute to you as well, my brother. How you doing tonight?
Doing good, Brother Jerry. I popped in, man. I said I got to talk to the Great Saint Think Tank, my brother. A little late, but late better than nothing, my brother. I'm glad to be here, bro.
Amen to that, bro.
So what's on your mind today, Brother Jerry? What you want to talk about? You hear what Brother John was dropping, bro. What he was talking about tonight, about the Lattimore situation. How do you feel about that, Brother Jerry? I remember seeing some of your comments during the show we did a day or so ago. You were kind of upset about it. What's your feelings on it?
I was, man. It don't even make no sense about that. I mean, come on now. I mean, those cops that were trying to do Lattimore dirt. I mean, never mind. I'm gonna just leave it alone because you did your rant on Wednesday night after you showed the video, because yes, I was frustrated. I had mad emojis on there. Y'all could tell the expression on my face, but I don't calm down and we talked about something else, so that kind of settled me down.
Right. I mean, yeah, it was pretty unprofessional how everything was handled. I mean, to be honest with you, and there was another piece of tape that I didn't show, but I thought that was enough. You know what I'm saying, Brother Jay? I thought that was enough, man, to be able to go over that, and that was enough of that, man. It was enough of that. But I mean, the thing is, the positive side about it is Lattimore learned from the experience. He's seen that these clowns had that in there. He probably will lose a game or two knowing how Goodell operates. And with that being said, all we can do is just wait for the inevitable punishment from Goodell. Probably will, maybe before
That's all.
probably after the
It's
draft
always
sometimes.
it's always gonna be like that, Big Q. Because everybody knows, y'all, and the entire Who Dat Nation know that we hate Goodell so damn much. Y'all already know. I don't even have to explain the story to you because everybody knows, even me, hate the dog shit out of Screwdale. We already know that. We don't even have to explain it to you.
Right. I mean, yeah, I despise him too, bro. I mean, I despise how he do it, and he really doesn't care how he handled the Saints, the
No, you
PJ
don't.
Williams, the PJ Williams
Listen,
situation that
yeah,
occurred. All that, brother Jay. He had
you
that.
mean
He had
pathetic
the
Jack?
Onyemata. Right. There you go. And then you had the Onyemata situation that occurred. You had the both of the Elvin Kamara situations that occurred last year as well. It just goes on and on. Plus, we go back until what happened during the NFC Championship game several years back when he could actually replay the game. It's in the bylaws and the rules in the NFL book. Is that then the commissioner had the ability to make the call to be able to replay that aspect of the game or replay the game as a whole. He ran like a coward, and when he did all that, man, it
You
was
know
just
something?
absolutely ridiculous.
You know something, Big Q? I'm glad you mentioned that because a fellow Saints fan from Germany did a video. It was couple of weeks after the NFC Championship, saying that the referees were strange. And when I listened to that, I said, I'm right there with you because they were really acting strange in that NFC Championship. Y'all already know about that. I don't even have to explain it to you. And yes, and she was right. They were strange, but to me, we already know.
Yeah,
We already know.
it was lined up against us. But then again, it seemed like most of all the Saints contests are lined up against us, and we don't get the calls in our own building. We constantly fighting against the referees and the team that we playing to win. And most of the majority of the time, we beat them. But when the playoff comes around, they ratchet it up several fold because they really start trying to direct them in. And I just love the overall awareness of the populace that's starting to understand that, and they're getting it. That listen, we can't be doing this in front of these people because they're watching us.
Yeah.
And not only watching, Brother Jay, but we be calling their ass out. I know I'm calling their ass out. I don't get. I'm not gonna sit there and play games with the NFL and drink coffee and have a tea party with them. No, I'm gonna call your ass out.
You are Big Q. I already know you hold no boundaries, bro. You stand your ground. You gonna call them out, no shape, form, or fashion, bro. We already know how you roll, man. And I'm sure the entire Great Saints think tank agree with me when I tell you that.
Yeah, that's a major part of it, brother. So we got to keep it real.
And speaking of the Great Saints think tank, shout out to everybody that is in the chat. I love each and every one of y'all. I hope everybody is doing well tonight on this weekend. Hope everybody is doing great. Y'all that I love each and every one of y'all, and there's absolutely nothing y'all can do about it. And as Big Q was saying earlier before the show started, and I've been addressing it on the chat since Monday. Ladies, if you're out there, Miss Laurie, KK504 and 404 lady, Simply Tasha, T Mama Smacker, Miss Natasha Owens, where KB, where all the ladies out there, y'all feel free to call in because this is y'all night. Every time we come on here, we always give us our 100%. But we want to hear from y'all so y'all can give us your 100% because y'all part of this family as well. Because without the ladies of the Great Saints think tank and the Who Dat Nation, none of this would ever happen. I salute every single one of y'all. I love you all so much, and there's absolutely nothing y'all can do about it.
Well said, that brother Jay, and that is absolutely. We got some really brilliant women too here, man. Really brilliant women on the matters of saints and
They are
life, man.
awesome.
Right.
They are
It's really,
awesome.
really good. Always good to hear from the ladies, man, for real. Brother Seth says, "What's up, Q? What's going on with you?" Brother Seth, he says, "Q, I'm going to ask for a prayer from the family. Dislocated my knee in practice yesterday. Much love to you, my family. Seth, and prayers go out to Seth to have a fast healing, to get up out of that pain, man, and get back to optimal health. So everybody in the Great Saint Think Tank, let's sing great prayers and thoughts to our brother Seth, and for a quick and fast recovery from his injury. Thank you, Seth, and appreciate you being here, my brother. Thank you.
Prayers go out to you, Seth.
All right, brother Jerry. So I mean, with that, and there go Laura right there. That was it. Okay. The ref cheated us for sure. Thank you, Laura. And all up, and that's another one. What's up? Tell me about it, 5 Q. Did Laddie have a permit for that weapon or what? Because the news saying it was stolen. It was 2 pistols, 2 guns, one that he had in his waistband, that the police made the comment, "You're going to shoot you know what off." That one he said he had papers on, which means he had a permit on. They had another pistol that was on the floor in the back of the truck that was at the feet of one of the passengers in the rear. So there were 2 guns involved. The second gun that was in the back was the gun that was reported as a stolen gun. So, that's the indication of the reports, unless they've sent out some wrong reports, because it happened from time to time. But my understanding, I read several reports on it from several different people, and pretty much it all comes back from the same news source, is that it was 2 weapons in there. One was dirty, one was clean, according to the reports. So that's my understanding of it, unless it changed. So I appreciate you there. What's up, brother Rob? Good to see you in the chat as well. And Laura sending love back at you, brother Jerry.
You already know. Much love back to you, Miss Laura. Prayers out to you.
All right. Well, okay, brother Jerry. Well, brother Jerry, I appreciate you stopping by and dropping in and spreading the word, bro, today. Much love to you, my brother. Thank you. As well, and appreciate you being up late with us, my brother. You look kind of tired there, brother Jerry. Must have had a busy day.
Oh no! I ain't even half sleep yet. No, I'm just in front of my tablet, speaking to you, and got the sound system on connected to the tablet, so I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, brother Jerry. Well, I appreciate you chiming in, my brother, as always. Much love to my friend, and I appreciate you stopping by.
Not a problem, Big Q. You take care of yourself, you and your family. Shouts out to DC and Swade and all the rest of the fellas, and to their families. And shout out to everybody once again in the chat. I love each and every one of y'all so much. I thank God for y'all every day. Like I said before, y'all the reason why we keep this show going. Y'all the reason why y'all stay on my feet every day. Y'all my MVPs every day, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all, because ain't nothing but love all over, along with the Great Saints Think Tank and the TSC family.
No doubt about it. Thank you, brother Jerry. And Ramsey says they tell Jerry that every show I've been trying to holler at him. So Ramsey been trying to get in contact with him. All right,
I know.
There we go.
I know who Ramsey is. That's a big time gamer. So shout out to you, Ramsey. Much love to you from all the way from Hawaii.
All right, brother Jerry. Thank you. Go ahead. What you say, brother Jerry?
No, I was going to say aloha from Ramsey.
All right, my friend. Thank you, and we'll talk to you later, brother Jerry. Thank you.
All right, you have a good night, Big Q. And once again, who that to everybody out there? Who that for life?
Who that for life, brother Jerry? Salute to brother Jerry. Appreciate you, brother. That's brother Jerry, man, chiming in on this thing. Brother Jerry, always a good dude. Always bring great energy to the show. Always good to have brother Jerry chiming in on this thing. Much love to brother Jerry, man. Always great energy from that brother. All right, we got brother KT jumping on. Brother KT, what's going on, fam? Welcome to the show, brother.
Before we get started, I want to send an early happy birthday shout out to my little nephew. He turned 2 next month. I turned a big 4-1. Happy early Mother's Day shout out.
Well, hold on, KT. Hold on, bro. You can't breeze over all that. How you just gonna breeze over that? You turned 41 today, bro?
No, I turned 41 on May 11th.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that. You must have said. Did you say something on the show about your
Oh
birthday?
no, yeah, I said I was buying stuff for my birthday. I done got some J's, some cologne. I'm talking to you on the tablet I bought myself. I got the specs on. I got myself for my birthday. Hey, nobody else gonna spoil me like me.
That's right, bro. Get your damn roses right now, man. You don't get you can enjoy them. That's right. But go ahead, brother KT. Happy birthday to the 2-year-old. You said your nephew.
Yeah, he turns 2 in a few days.
Okay. And you and KT, happy belated birthday to our brother KT,
Early.
man. Early. There you go. Coming up in this thing with it. 40 coming up 41. You say KT?
41. This will be 2 years being retired.
Okay, see, all right. So we living the good life there. Then that's what's going on at KT.
Yeah, single, no kids, Army vet. I get to travel as much as I want. I'm the fun uncle.
That ain't bad. That ain't a bad move, bro. That ain't a bad place to be. But go ahead, KT.
Nah.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead. Get back to it, bro. Go ahead and finish out what you got.
All right. First and foremost, thank you for the draft gym video, bro. I really appreciate that. Understood why you had to cut it short. Respect and salute it. Jalen Darden, no.
Come on, KT.
Dude got the speed. I will give you got the speed. But dude, Mr. Glass, Q, he get hit one time, that's a wrap. I didn't seen F on your boy from Western Michigan go over the middle, take some hits, and pop back up. That's why I like Eskridge.
Okay.
Darden, he got the speed. He can catch. He can run routes. It's just I didn't seen some hits take him out.
He ain't nothing to him. I mean, if you could square him up and get him, KT. Yeah, it's nothing to him. He's definitely gonna have to bulk up some. Ain't no doubt about that.
Yeah, like the motherfuckers used to say, a strong breeze come by here in the next county.
He is a little guy, man, and that's the game. His game is to not let the big guy square him up like that. You know, that's what you can hope for if you're a small receiver. But you ain't like Darden.
Yeah. But we in the league now where everybody getting bigger, stronger, faster. Your boy from Penn State is 6'5", 265, and he running with wide receivers. Owe, dude ran like a 4.38. A 265-pound man running that fast, Q.
That is insane, bro. That's almost physically impossible to comprehend.
Yeah, but it was some I like. Like I like the draft. I like the gyms you mentioned. It was some more there, like Shy Smith, De'Ami Brown, other ones that I mentioned. But I liked it. It was some good value. I got a quick question. I'm gonna make a little comment, then I'm gonna bounce out. I need you to put on your GM hat, no Rev saying impression this time. All right. So 28 come up. Zay Collins available. JOK available. Caleb Farley's there. Money Mel's there. Greg Newsom's available. And Terrence Marshall Jr.'s there. Who are you picking?
Come on, KT.
Hey,
come on, KT. It wouldn't be KT. Wouldn't be KT if it wouldn't be KT. KT. So let me get this straight. Collins is available. Newsom is available. Terrace Marshall is available. You said Newsom, right?
Uh-huh.
And what's the other one? Okay.
Malcolm Farley is available.
Farley is available. My goodness. Man, that's so much talent. Oh, if Collins is available, man. If Terrace Marshall is there, Caleb Farley is there. It's a lot of really solid players at a lot of positions. I would have to say, out of all those good players, I would have to go with Collins on that, KT. Because I would have to go with Collins because his value, man, he's 6'4", he's 260 pounds, he moves like a guy. He's 6'4", 260 plus, and he moves like
A
he's
gazelle.
right. I mean, it's just then you can use him in different ways. Like he can play linebacker. He really intelligent. He got a nonstop motor. I mean, he really just like a out of worldly level player. But if you can get him at that, if he falls to at 28, he solves the linebacker position. He'll push Kyle. If Bond is your dude next to DeMario, he'll push him. Or you can take him automatically and convert him and turn him into a defensive lineman. He's made for that 6'4", 260. A little extra weight on him. I mean, so like I said, he's a guy that you can use in different applications. Now, you know how I felt about Terrace Marshall Jr. I mean, he's special, but I can't pass on Collins, bro. His value to the defense is just too superb. And I like Farley. I don't think I looked at some of his particulars, what they were saying about his surgery, and they're anticipating him falling out of the first round. Some people saying that he would probably get picked up in the back of the first round somewhere. So I mean, that could be something to say. If Farley's there, it's hard for Sean Payton to pass on that dude, bro. If he's sitting up there at the 28th pick, which is basically, it's a late first rounder, but some people look at it as an early second round. You know what I'm saying?
Now with your boy Xavier Collins, I told my cousin this because he hadn't looked over the tape. He had LSU homer to a fault. Right. I told him Collins remind me of if you cross Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright together, and you give him a little bit more athleticism.
Oh. Damn, that is.
Am I lying?
No, right. Because when you make the compare, man, yes, yeah.
I caught the SMU Tulsa game up. I have insomnia. That's one of the reasons I'm getting disability from the military. I'm watching Tulsa SMU, and dude just jumped off my screen. He chased a misdirection play that wasn't even coming his way all the way down. I'm like,
yeah, he's spectacular, bro.
Yeah, you got somebody that big, that fast running at you.
Right.
I'm the ball carrier. I'm just falling down and saying, bro, I don't know what I did to make you that mad, but I'm sorry.
He's a hell spawn, man, and yeah, he does jump out that screen because not only is he just big and athletic, but he has some intelligence. He got a high motor. I mean, and he's a special player, man. I mean, a lot of people anticipating him going a lot higher than what they're saying, but if that guy falls to you at 28 and you're the Saints, it'll be hard for me to pass on Collins because we have question marks at every level of the defense. I mean, I really do think that the Saints offense is complete right now in terms of the starters, unless somebody in the draft that Coach Payton likes and he wants to put them there to push somebody out. But really, the offensive line is pretty much what it is right now. The tight ends, you might add one for depth. The running backs are what they are. The wide receivers are what they are, unless you want to add some behind them for depth. But the reality is, I think the offense is pretty much set starter-wise. Defensive-wise, man, we need help. We need we need a nose tackle there. We need another edge rusher to hedge our bets against Davenport's injury history. We got an older Cam Jordan, whose production dropped. And remember, Cam wasn't hurt last year, KT. His production dropped to 7.5 sacks or something like that, 7 sacks or something like that last year, 7.5. I won't say it was. So I mean, from double digits the previous year, and he played all last year. You say, well, Q, he was double. Well, hell, he was double the last several years. And he still produced. So, I mean, at some point, and I think he got 3 years left on his current deal, some way, somehow, we got to be looking at that. And when you get athletes like Xavier Collins that fall to you, who can give you double value as a linebacker and a defensive end, as an edge rusher, you take them because really, who else you got? Carl Granderson had 5 sacks, and he's stepping his game up, but he's very much a question mark. You can never have too many pass rushers, and we definitely need some help there. Go ahead, Brother KT.
that was like the comment I made. I don't know if it was this week or last week. That question I asked you. Right now with the draft, we going grocery shopping. We got
Right.
name brand players in front of us. Stop bargain shopping. Stop getting multi-meal instead of Kellogg's. Go ahead and get the Lucky Charms. Go ahead and get the corn pops. Don't get the sugar pops or the smacks or the bootleg stuff. You got it, get it.
Hey, you
But
right, bro. You right.
and I noticed you managed to sneak your boy in there. I ain't gonna call him his nickname. I'm in a good mood today.
I did put Book in there though, KT. I threw Book
Look,
in there. You like Book?
I told you about Book. I still like Jamie Newman. I like Book. I feel you on not Trash, Mon, but he got to get rid of them shoulder pads.
He got to get rid of them shoulder pads, KT.
But
They stupid, the dumbest looking. I ain't gonna even get into it. I just go off every time I see them shoulder pads.
leave it alone, Q. Leave it alone. But yeah, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna bounce out. They talked about Brother John was on there talking about Lattimore and knowing company you keep. I was in a situation the first time I came home to visit from the army. I'm riding with some friends I grew up with. We get pulled over by the cops. And luckily, everybody cooperated with him. One of my boys had a gun. The thing that got us out of it, the BRPD, the Baton Rouge police officer that pulled us over was a brother, and he was prior service.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a state ID. I just had a military ID. And luckily, everybody stayed calm. We were able to talk. Nobody had opened their containers. So, hey, y'all go on ahead and have a nice day.
Mm-hmm.
I understand where John's coming from, but we got to think. When we were 20, we did a lot of dumb stuff.
That's true.
We did a lot of dumb stuff. Especially first time out your parents' house. Oh, I'm finna wild out. You know better, you do better, but you grow into that. So I understand what John is coming from, but think about it. Some of us didn't really grow up until we had that first child, or we learned that there was somebody else depending on us. So he gonna learn from the experience. Thank God that hot weapon wasn't for him, and we can move forward with it. Everybody have a good weekend. Who that? Be blessed.
All right, brother KT. Much love to you, my brother. Thank you for chopping in, and KT, man. Brother's a vet, and we appreciate and got much love to our dog KT, our family member. Much love to you, brother KT. Appreciate you, brother. Brother Jarvis, thank you for your super chat as well. He says Marshawn doesn't seem like he really loves the game. I don't see any posts on his IG of him doing anything related to football other than playing in games. That's interesting. Thank you for that, Jarvis. Appreciate the super chat and the commentary there, bro. Appreciate that. Tell me about it. Said we beat the horse enough. It's 2020. Okay. All right. Says Q, did you see Tutu Atwell win at 149? No, I didn't. I knew he was light. I didn't know he was that light for real. I have to go and look at that. All right, but big ups. What's up, brother Darrell? Darrell's in the building. Trade back, Q. Okay. Trade back. You don't see something you like, trade and get some more picks. That might be in the plan for him, you know. We know the Saints ain't working with too much money right now until they start extending out contracts of Ryan Ramczyk and Lattimore. And of course, they need to extend out the contract of Marcus Williams if they want him beyond this year. So those are 3 deals that they can get done that will save some money, because right now, all 3 of those players right now are double digits. If you add all 3 of their deals up, they count over 30 million between all 3 of those players right now. It's 10 plus on the tag for Marcus Williams. It's 10 on the final year, 10 plus on the final year of Laddie Daddy, and 11 on the deal for Ramczyk. So that's over $31 million right there. You extend that out, you can save a lot of money real fast. So hopefully that'll be done in the next month or so. I thought it would be done in free agency. I don't know what's taking them so long to do. Maybe with the Lattimore thing, you know, I don't think it's something that'll stop him. He might miss a few games depending on what it is, but it should not be enough to deter you from picking him up. Or maybe, I don't know what they're thinking. what they're thinking of about it is. So I don't know. It's strange, but it shouldn't be. All right, tell me about it. Says no good cornerback going to be there. We're going to have to move up. Thank you about that. Thank you. Tell me about it. Appreciate that. Anthony says just added a center. You right, Q. Got to beef up the D. Yes, the nose tackle position. And brother Damien mentioned Sheldon Rankins. You lose out on. The Saints was a top 4 run stuffing unit in the NFL last year. And they were good up front for a while until you seen before you seen Malcolm Brown get hurt. And then you seen a couple of teams. The Eagles put up 150 plus on us. And then I think it was the Chiefs that came in with almost was it 200 or something? No, I don't know if it was 2, but I know it was a lot. But, both of those games, you didn't have your crucial nose tackle there and Malcolm Brown. And of course you had Sheldon Rankins. Those 2 players are gone. And all you have left is a Malcolm Roach, who a lot of people like, but he's very much untested. Glasgow, we liked in parts, but he didn't play consistently enough to gain even more time. And then you had Shy Tuttle, who does seem to have something there, but are you willing to trust him to be the guy next to Onyemata, who the Saints paid? I don't think so. And then, of course, you have Tanu who comes over, Caspernon, who comes over from the Chiefs. Where does he fit in this whole thing? Is he an edge rusher? He was a starting with Kansas City, and he comes over to New Orleans for what? For what? So he can just take a backup role? I mean, in my mind, I think he'll probably be in that role next to Onyemata. He's 290 pounds, and he's 6'7". So, but be that as it may, if you look at the depth chart on the Saints defense, they need help from every level, especially in the secondary. And most people say we need to delegate draft capital to the cornerback situation. I cannot disagree with you on that, family. If you got guys that fall to you, and usually when you're in the back of the draft like that, you usually take the best player that falls to you there. But man, with so many really good cornerbacks, perhaps the Saints need to really consider looking at maybe 2 or 3 defensive backs, 2 cornerbacks and a safety. There's a lot of talent there we need to look at. Thank you for that. All right, appreciate it. Darrell said, I think we need to trade back up into the second. It could be a possibility. I'll be honest with you, man. It definitely could be a possibility. Damon says, facts, some players be good players, but most of them are rotation players. That's why they're on the bench for years. That's right. Thank you for that, Seth. Darrell said, I think we trade back into the second. Big ups to you, brother. Byron is in the building as well. True Louisiana. What's up, fam? Says we getting close and close to the draft. Yeah, bro. Next weekend. How about that? Next Thursday is the day 1 of the draft. It came by really fast. Ramsey says, I believe the reason that Cam didn't have a big sack season because he was helping Trey Henderson get paid. Trey was that well. You're right, but it wasn't just Cam. Cam was doing his part. He was sucking up 2 blockers, but you also had David Onyemata, Sheldon Rankins, Malcolm Brown. They were also commanding double teams too, and Trey Henderson was the benefactor of single blocking, and all he had to do was beat one dude, and he did it to a tune of $80 million. I won't say what he got paid, man. Trey Henderson got paid. Yep, he got paid. He definitely did that. All right. Brian says, can you play the Sean interview from the golf tournament today, please? Thank you very much. Okay, I'm gonna see if I could pull some of that up and listen to what Coach Payton was saying. I was listening to some of that earlier today? I think a couple hours a day. I mean, I was listening to the pieces of it today, what he was talking about. And I'll see about that, Brian. I'll see about pulling that up and playing a few pieces of it. Just give me I'll probably play it. I'll play it. I'll play some of it toward the back end of the broadcast just to do that. So just, I'll do that for you. All right. So hold on, fam. Make sure here. But yeah, that's absolutely the case, man. When you're dealing with the Saints defense, man. Draft is really we're not really doing anything in terms of adding any more talent. I mean, there's so many really good players out there we can add, but they don't want to do it. They're not going to do it. They're going to work this thing through the draft. Their minds is made up. All right, what's going on, fam? Thank you for being here. He says his name is Passing Yo. Is that passing Yo? Is that how you pronounce that? Passing Yo? It's not passing. It's Passing Yo. Okay, all right. Okay, thank you for that, Zydeco Love. Thank you for that. Passing Yo. Passing Yo. Okay, okay. All right, that was totally what the hell I was thinking it was. It was totally different. I'm gonna just call the man TK. How about that? I ain't gonna even butcher the hell out of his name. TK, is that cool? Love? I'm gonna just call him TK, brother. Appreciate the correction. It says we don't need a cornerback. PJ Williams has that. Zydeco Love is not only very articulate, but has a great sense of humor too. Or either that's Brother Tragic trolling us from a different account. Oh my goodness. Thank you for that, Zydeco Love. Says we don't need no cornerbacks, Q. We got P Rob and Pat and PJ Williams. All right. Good grief. Thank you for that. Says Saints still need a nose tackle. Everybody on them obvious running backs to plus some holes. Yeah, I was saying the same thing. All right, Jesus will save us, says Patrick Surtain. We got to move up to go and get him. He will be gone in the top 15 picks. If you want him, you're going to have to go and get him. Byron says, could possible see move up. They should stay right at 28. Yeah, stay at 28. I got you there, brother Byron. I agree. I don't think we need to get too, we need to get too, unless it's a player you really like. I could see them doing that. But really, the Saints really need to use these draft picks really wisely because they're going to count for the depth of the team. You know what I mean? Randall, what's up, fam? Good to see you, bro. He said, it would be nice if we could pick up Farrelly and Jabril Cox. Yeah, that would be a killer move. You have him next to Laddie Daddy, and then, of course, you have Jabril Cox playing next to, that would be a major upgrade on the Saints defense. I would absolutely love those two there. Damien says, I've been telling people, we lost some good players. We still have some great players, but right now it's a lot to be desired, just my opinion. No, you're absolutely right. I agree with you on that. I really agree with you on that. I think you're absolutely right. Defense is decimated, man. We lost a lot of people, and next year we're not done. We're going to lose some more. So this year's draft and next year's draft is imperative. Zydeco says, Cam just getting older and slow. I'm not mad at him. He's the pillar of the defense for about 10 years now. Right. And that's when the time when you need to look at adding talent underneath Cam right now with 3 years left on his current deal. Right now is the time we need to add some young people under Cam right now, so it'd be a seamless transition to keep that defense strong. You know what I'm saying? Byron said he can't wait. Yeah, we got a little bit less than a little bit longer, and we'd be right up on it. Big Sean, what's up, brother? Said Payton said cornerback is a position of need, and QB is not a priority. Yes, yeah, Payton would say that this year, wouldn't? I don't know what to think about. What would Payton be saying? Would he be saying? You know what I mean? But it is what it is. We'll see how it all shakes, man, in the end, because I know with Coach Payton, man, he talked about quarterback not being a position of need. And really, truthfully, Coach Payton doesn't do, he's not really a guy that look at drafting those quarterbacks, And during his tenure, I can only really think of one quarterback that Coach Payton actually drafted, and that was Grayson, and that was absolutely terrible. That was a terrible pick, but we'll see. They got a lot of good prospects in this draft. I wouldn't be mad if he got 8 picks. I wouldn't be mad that you're taking a quarterback in the 6th or 7th round, somewhere back up in there. Laura says, I want to, but I'm at home. The Wi-Fi isn't good over here. When I get by, I'll be home Sunday. I'll be okay. Thank you, Laura. Appreciate you, baby. Brother Byron says, Payton looking at the cornerbacks they got to address. Yeah, you can't get away from the cornerback position. Ramsey says, hey, Q, Tanu's last name is pronounced Passing Yo. I'm going to just say TK. That's what I'm going to just say. That's what I'm going to just say. Because I know I ain't going to remember that. I'm just going to keep it real with you. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm gonna just call him, man. I'm just TK. That's his name. You know what I'm saying? TK. I'm not going to remember that. I'm sorry, fam. I'm just not going to be able to do it. Maybe after some practice, then I'll remember, if he makes the team and if he's worth something, then, his name might be worth remembering, But thank you for that, Ramsey. Zydeco says, I don't know who tragic is. I'm saying PJ had flashes and most of the problem he can fix himself. Seriously, bro? PJ Q got to turn that fish grease on Thursday. Get you the Jones ready. You know what, bro? Listen, let me tell you something, Zydeco Love. You're absolutely right, man. PJ is the one that can fix these problems, bro. I'm saying PJ does have a lot of talent, but the problem is PJ. He's 27 now, 28 years old. His better years, in my opinion, are behind him, man. He done hit the ceiling. And a lot of the stuff that's been going on with PJ is the same stuff he's been doing for years after years. Very poor technique, grabby, because he don't have no confidence to cover the cornerback. He looking at the wrong thing, looking at the feet as opposed to looking at the hips. This man came from Florida State, where the greatest cornerback ever existed came from. Same school, both him and P-Rob. And you can't learn. Deion said, don't pay attention to their feet. You look at their hips, because they can't fake you with their hips. They could turn their feet this way, and he gets in there out of the break. He's just terrible, man. It's not good. And like I said, he can't cover well. That's why they converted him from a cornerback to a safety. But guess what? Sometimes the safety's got to cover. So you're not really saving him back there. He has to make it up in his mind that I'm PJ flipping Williams and I can be one of the best cornerbacks the Saints ever had. He has the confidence of the defensive staff. He does. He keeps getting these damn contracts, and obviously they like him. But he has to step his game up. You're absolutely right. It's up to him to fix it. And I just see if Coach Richard can help him with that. But I hope PJ Williams get out. But I get so tired of watching PJ get burnt all the time. I really am. I'm keeping it real. I'm so tired of seeing PJ get fricasseed and barbecued and baked and all this. And I'm just so tired of it. I really am. I'm tired of seeing PJ Williams go out there. He the handshake coordinator. He come up with all of the hands and this and the taps and the slaps and that and all this. That's PJ. He know all that. He comes up with all that. So if he could apply himself in that realm, he's the designated captain of the handshake. He the handshake coordinator. If you can do that shit, PJ, man, come on, you can whip your head around and get some interceptions. But thank you for that, Zydeco Love. Much love, fam. I'm with you on that though. Thank you. What's up, Roderick? He says, didn't Tampa Bay draft all defense last year and got a new QB last year? No, Tampa Bay. I don't think Tampa Bay drafted all defense last year, did they? I think they had a couple offensive picks in there. I think Carolina was the one that went all defensive last year. Carolina was the first team in NFL history to have an all defensive draft. I think they did that last year. Zydeco says, don't tell me you don't know who Jeter is, Q. The King. Yeah. I got you, brother. I got you. I got you. True Louisiana says, Seth, man, that's treetop crap makes me have to go hit the. Okay. Damon says, Saints are known for bringing back old DBs. Wouldn't be shocked they bring back Apple if he's available. I don't think Apple's available. Apple was signed by Cincinnati. So the Bengals plucked Apple off the tree. He is a better yet, pick them up off the ground. That's a better terminology for it. All right. There you go, set off, Brother Jerry. All right. True says PJ don't know how to use that talent yet years later. I've been saying that about PJ Williams. PJ Williams has the speed and physicality, but it's him. His mindset is why he hasn't gotten past. You let Ken Crawley take your job from you. And now you relegated to the Saints are doing everything they can to keep PJ Williams employed. The next move is going to be him washing the uniforms. Watch. We're going to move him from handshake coordinator to jersey cleaner. They're going to do everything they can to keep PJ Williams on the team for whatever reason. They like him that much. But the thing is, he has all the talent in the world, but it's the problem with PJ is mental, man. It's mental. You have to put it together. You have to get serious, sir, with your craft and make it up in your mind that you're going to be great. And there are things that he can do. There are people he can talk to. I mean, it's a lot that he can do to get better. He just, and I see improvement for PJ, very incremental improvement from PJ year to year. And like I'm saying, is how long we supposed to wait for PJ to finally get turn the lights on? I mean, how long we got to wait for him to stop being on the rotisserie rack all the time? I mean, I'm just so sick of seeing PJ Williams get toasted like that. I really am. Because I remember when Patrick was first drafted, he was supposed to be the best D in the draft class. Look how that turned out. Yeah, because Patrick Robinson to me was a bad choice, man. I didn't think he was a first round draft pick cornerback. I didn't. I remember his college tape from Florida State, and I didn't think that he was no first round draft pick cornerback. You know, and I think PJ was a third round pick, I want to say. But he came out and people were saying when PJ Williams got drafted that he would be better than Ramsey, Jalen Ramsey. That is, boy, wasn't that a lie? But yeah, you're absolutely right, man. It depends on where these guys go, and then confidence is all a part of it. P-Rod was playing with confidence in Philadelphia. He came back here and turned into what he was before we got rid of his ass. Seth says with the 12th pick in 21 draft, the Saints should have traded their first, second, and both third rounds to select Rashawn Slater, tackle out of Northwestern. So another offensive lineman, right? Colorado says, what up, Q? How was your day? Good, Colorado. Good to see you in the chat, family. It was a very good day today. I hope you had a very good day too, my friend. Thank you for asking. Andy says, no on Eli Apple. Noise, hell to the no. Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing. Listen, I would take Eli Apple over Ken Crawley, to be honest with you, fam. I mean, hey, listen. I mean, if it was down to Apple or Crawley, I'd take Eli Apple any day. I'm just going to keep it real with you. I just think he's a little bit more talented than the Ken Crawley is. Tell me about it. Say if the Falcons get the tight end, everybody talking about we have to get Sherman. We might have to get Sherman. We'll see how that shakes because the Saints, he waiting to see what his value is. He wants money. He don't like the price that he's been getting from these teams. That's what Richard Sherman's deal is. He wants to see what his value is after the draft. I don't know if that's a good strategy, but we'll find out. All right, Laura said the Wi-Fi is crappy out there. Truth says, 504 man, I'm praying to good. He says, if good, no team in our division gets Pitts. I've been seeing them say he could land with the Falcons. The Falcons are looking at him. Big Low said that they were looking at him too, so he might be the pick for them. You know, we might have to deal with that guy, man. Darrell says Tampa Bay pick was first pick was O-line last year. Yeah, I think it was the Carolina team that we were thinking about. Zydeco says Savon Bell was better than PJ, and Bell couldn't cover a Bell. But he'll light your ass up. But that's the thing about Bell, though. Bell had one interception during his all those years with the Saints, but he was always second or third in getting tackled. So he was able to get and make plays, and and Bell, he's a bit undersized, but he would stick his helmet in there and make plays and tackles. He wasn't the ball hawk that I really wanted him to be, but he was dependable at times. I don't know if I could say that about PJ Williams. All right, let's keep it going here. All right, Big Sean says, Q, isn't it coincidental that Jameis will get his first start as the Saints at age 27 like Drew did? Hopefully. Hey, how about that, right? Hopefully there's many other similarities like that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for that, Big Sean. Damon says, Big Q said better. Yeah, they picked him up. Yeah, it's better. He fell on the ground. They picked him up off the ground, bro. True said he wasn't. I felt Patrick Robinson was a second or third round or not. Yeah, I said the same thing when I remember him coming. I was like, that guy ain't no first round pick. Okay, good, Colorado. Good. Very good. Appreciate that, bro. Good. I hope you have a good weekend, too. Zydeco said, hell nah, Robinson wasn't he was worth a fifth round pick. Thank you, Zydeco. Seth says Panthers had all defensive draft. All right, Brian says, what about Odell Beckham Jr. to New Orleans? I don't know about that, bro. I don't think that works money-wise. I don't think a big money contract like Odell Beckham coming to New Orleans will actually work. KT, thanks for the super chat, fam. He says, I think we should go ahead and draft the bona fide 2 wide receiver who could take the top off Brown, Smith, Marshall, Eckridge, Wallace, Terry, or McMath. Yeah, Racing McMath is another good one that nobody really talking about. Racing McMath, super talented. Didn't show a lot at LSU because he was buried in the wide receiver depth chart with all the great talent that was coming out of there. But he could be helpful as well. There's a lot of really good wide receivers out there. A lot of them with speed too. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know what Peyton is with the wide receivers. I think he likes Traquan Smith, wants to see what he can do. But once again, Traquan has 1 year left on his deal. So, could be interesting. Thank you for the super chat, KT. Damien says, facts, but Eli wasn't bad because remember, Laddie was out and Eli stepped up holding that one spot till he got. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would rather Eli Apple over Ken Crawley any day. You know what I mean? Yeah, Laura says neither of them. What's up, Joe? Big ups to Joe Gidry. Big ups to my dogs. Article says, gotta go keep somebody done shot my damn window. Oh no, come on now. All right, be safe out there, Zydeco, man. Be careful out there, man. Be careful. Much love and prayers out to you. That's insane. Somebody, I hope you all stay safe, brother. All right, Crawley, I got you, Lord. Truth says Zydeco, damn, yeah. Be safe out there, bro. God damn. Brian says, what about JJ Watt coming here? I don't Watt still he signed that multiple year deal with Arizona. I think he'll be there. I think Saints had if they wanted him, they had a chance to get him some time ago. You know what I mean? We had a chance to get him some time ago, and Arizona got him. Arizona stockpiling with a lot of stuff. That's what I'm saying. You know, it kind of make me a little nervous a little bit to watch what they're doing. And then if they, they're going to have a pretty solid draft as well to see how they respond, because you're going to have to go against that team. That team's looking to have a deep playoff run, and we're going to probably have to take on Arizona at some point. So they're going to be a handful, man, to be honest with you. Kim, what's up, Kim? Who that to you said PJ Williams can't even play defensive back for Dale Champs. He brought it back. Went back in the day. All right. Brian says I'll bring back Teddy Bridgewater. Contract money-wise might be funny. That money is that's the turnoff right there for him coming back. A lot of people, I don't think he comes back to New Orleans. I think he probably end up in Denver or a place like that. Might even be Chicago. Remember, Chicago was chasing Teddy Bridgewater before. They could be looking at him now. There's stuff saying they was trying to move up. They ended up getting, Andy Dalton. Teddy Bridgewater's the guy that would satisfy Chicago Bears people, being that he used to beat the hell out of them when he was in Minnesota. So he could be on the move to Chicago. I think that would be a fair spot. And then Chicago could use the draft picks instead of trying to take quarterbacks to add some talent around Teddy Bridgewater for the short interim. But it'd be better than what the hell they had last year, you know. Michael said, what's up, Michael? Says, leave old apple pie where he at. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate you. It says, remember, Drew only threw for 27 touchdowns and 3,200 yards as a Charger in the season he built his whole career in New Orleans. Can't Winston. Yeah, I agree. I mean, Winston coming in, man, listen, a lot of talent there, man. And he has Elvin Kamara, Mike Thomas is bulked up. DC called me the other day, said, Q, did you see the pictures on Mike Thomas online? Looked like he gained about 10 pounds of muscle. He looks bigger. And Mike Thomas is really busting his ass to get in shape. He's going to be a beast this season. And the Saints offense is going to take on an identity of a vertical threat. Going to be a running game. We just got to get the defense on par. All right, TD for Life Gang says, if the Saints draft California fairly, you think he will be better than Lattimore? It's a good question there, TD for Life. I don't know if he'll be better in the long run. He's 6'2". I've seen tape on him, very polished. He got some stuff. He a little stiff around the hips and stuff like that, but I think he has tremendous value as well. He's huge. We need that type of length. And I think Laddie Daddy is 6 feet tall, 6'1", and you got a 6'2" cornerback in Caleb Farley. I think eventually he'll give Lattimore a run for his money. But to put those two guys together, that's not a bad connection. That wouldn't actually be bad. Thank you for that, TD for Life. All right, Kenny Sutton, what's up, Kenny? Who that to you? Good to see you there. Big Sean says, Q, you haven't already listened to the Herd interview with Drew. He spoke about when he first got signed by the Saints. Somebody was telling me about it. I didn't get a chance to peep it out, but I will. Thank you, Sean. Brian says, why don't we use one of our practice player quarterbacks to see what he can do in the preseason? Trevor Siemian is a guy, and Sean Payton liked him. He picked him up last year. I think he came over from the Titans. And he's a guy that does have some experience. We're not really respecting his mind right now, but he's been done that his entire career. People have been overlooking Trevor Siemian. He can play ball. He's a little dude, but he's a fire plug in short amounts of games. A few games here or there, but not a long range option. as a, so if you're going to operate Jameis, a lot of people say Jameis is the starter, and then Taysom still going to run the Wildcat packages, in my opinion, just like what happened in the last several years. When Drew Brees was the quarterback, you still have Taysom running there. That's going to be pretty much the same. I think it's just a lot more vertical plays. What's up, brother Dedrick? Good to see you. Off, he said, just getting off work. Oh, yeah, that starting that weekend. All right, Dedrick. Seth says, well, if Carolina cuts Bridgewater after June 1st, they save money and the Saints could sign him cheap. I don't know if we go back to Teddy Bridgewater. I think the Saints are happy with what they got, and if they do go after a quarterback, it might just be a prospect, that they can put on the practice squad and perhaps groom. We'll see. We'll see. Time will tell real soon. We don't have to go but maybe a little bit more than a week before we find out. He says he's not covering Julio or Mike. He's not covering – oh, you're talking about Caleb. I mean, he got to get to that level, man. That dude there – the top – wide receiver goes to Laddie Daddy. So, and then if you did get Fairley would cover the number 2 guy, whoever that would be. So we'll see. Devin says if Lattimore played with some focus and intensity as he does when he goes against Julio or Mike Evans, he would be a top 2 cornerback, easily plays down to his competition too much. Point well said, Devin. You're absolutely right. Lattimore does do that. He admitted as much. Before and said that he got to do better than that because he simply goes to sleep out there. Not he loses focus and then he gets beat by third string wide receivers. That's not supposed to happen. So he has to, for a guy as talented he is with that lazy, with that sleepy demeanor of his. I'm Laddie Daddy. I'm not saying you can't, but he got to change that. He did do a little. He did better this season here, but it'll be interesting to see just how much of a part like the special teams coordinator and Coach Richard would do to help churn these guys around. Because we're talking about a lot of the problems with PJ Williams and stuff like that. But what does Coach Richard bring to this mix that Aaron Glenn didn't have? A change of scenery, different practice techniques. Perhaps, he said he wanted to build another Legion of Boom. That's very interesting. But how you going to do that? Who going to be Cam Chancellor and Earl Thomas? And who's going to be Richard Sherman? I would love to see a Legion and Boom New Orleans style. I don't know if we got the talent. Perhaps we can build on it in the draft. You know what I mean? Seth says cornerback sleeper Paulson Adebo. Yeah, we talked about Adebo. A lot of people likes him. He drafted Shaw. Oh my goodness, I forgot about that bum ass dude, Sean Canfield. Yes, indeed. See, we totally forgot about that bum. What a bum that guy was. Damon says, people forget how our new DB coach is now. Just saying, don't be sharp, dude. Step PJ's game up. Just saying, no, I'm not. I'm with you on that. I hope that's the case too. Kenny said, "Oh, what's up, Kenny?" Said, "I don't think we need Bridgewater. I'm excited to see what Jameis got." Yeah, that's true. Okay, he said, "False alarm. It wasn't my car. It was my next door neighbor, and I live in the same hood, Q. So I'm used to the gunshot." Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. Well, still be safe, fam. Just be careful out there, man. Wow. Dedrick says, I hope we draft defensive players with our first 2 picks, cornerback, then linebacker, or linebacker, then cornerback. Yes, those are needs, especially cornerback. Seth says, Lattimore got to work on balance. He falls down too much, get on some of them Kamara drills. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that either. Zydeco said, I live near Robert E. Lee. All right, Boulevard Q in New Orleans. I know you know where. Yeah, I know where that's at, Zydeco. Yeah, yep. Yeah, it's kind of rough over there, man. Kind of a little rough over there. A little rough. Just a smidgen. Joseph, what's up, Joseph? Say who that to the great Saint Tank. Who that to Mr. Joseph, brother Joseph Thomas in the building. Much love. Jesus will save us. Says, did you see Jameis Winston video where he threw a football, nothing but net with his eyes closed? No, I didn't see that. Devin says, we don't have the Legion of Boom or the Boom. We don't have the Legion or the Boom part. We don't have nothing now. We don't have no Legion. We don't got no Boom. We just got a bunch of guys circulating out there. I got you, brother. And they say, I'm still uneasy. Who's the starting quarterback? Leave it to the Saints to keep us in suspense. A lot of people saying it's Jameis Winston. I agree with that. I think they're comparing for competition, but I think Jameis, to be honest with you, with his experience, and I think he has the upper layer on Taysom. So we'll see how it goes. Byron said, Q, I saw a film on Hamil Carr. Yeah. The one He played. Yeah, I know he could play edge or defensive line. I mean, he might have to gain some weight though, because I think he's only what is he, about 2'6", 270 pounds or something like that. But yeah, you can use him. He got good value, man. I mocked that guy. That guy's pretty good, man. All right. TD for Life Gang says, I want us to trade up and get Rondale Moore. Yeah, the fantastic speedster. Yeah, I got you, man. Well, I don't know if Peyton sees wide receiver as a position of need. I don't know if with early, but it's so many things a lot of people want him to do. It's just season entry to see what Coach Peyton does with that pick. Big Sean says, forget the Legion of Boom. I want the Dome Patrol. How about that? All right. Yeah, Byron, hit the link, bro. I'll bring you in there, bro. I'll bring you in. All right. Yeah, Legion of Punch. Your damn TV out. All right. KT says, Q, prime time is the reason I'm a Florida State fan. But in my opinion, Mel Blount is the GOAT. I would not. Well, Blunt, it was a really good defensive back, but people gonna always yield to prime time because people see him as the example of how a corner is supposed to play. But Prime had track star speed. He had the confidence. He was uber confident, really intelligent. He would be playing out there with guys. Like, he'll let them have a little room thinking they're going to get it, then he'll run up and get the interception. He would bait the quarterbacks. And really the problem, one of the, I ain't going to say weaknesses of Prime Time was him tackling. He didn't like to tackle. And he played several years for Atlanta, and he was really good there. And ultimately, I knew eventually he was really set for stardom, and he left and moved on and had played for several other teams after that, including the Cowboys. But primetime, man, Bell Blunt is definitely a serious. He's in the hall. He was awesome, but how it is with the current, with us, our minds is the greatest cornerback. If you poll the chat, they'll say primetime. If you poll 1,000 people, I'm pretty sure about 985 of them would say that primetime is the greatest to ever done it. Yeah, but Mel Blount was pretty good too. So I ain't worried about Legion of Boom. I want Dawn Patrol 2.0. I know y'all on it. David said, I'm not in the area too big, Q. I'm on the good side of you. There you go. There you go. KT says Tampa Bay drafted wide receiver and running back last year. Brian says, when is Peyton movie going to be on Netflix starting Kevin James? I don't know if that has a release date yet, Brian. I was looking that up when you asked me for it. I didn't see a release date on that yet. I don't even know if they started filming that yet. I looked that last week. I don't think there's anything on that yet. But like I said, I don't think there's a release date on that. If there is, if anybody knows the answer to that question, please drop it in the chat for Brian, because I don't think they have a release date on that Sean Payton movie. Zydekiss says, well, I know. They beat the Magic by 35, so maybe that could be a sparking moment for those old Pelicans. Yeah, Bread Toaster says, Byron. Zydekiss says, I think people sleeping on Darren Sharper. Why isn't he in the hall? Yeah, I think that whole doping the ladies and doing the stuff while they sleeping, that's not going to win him no people to vote for him, especially in this climate today. So, I think he kind of poisoned his aspirations of doing that by doing something as ridiculous as that. TD for Life Game says Traquan could be a good number 2, but he just can't stay healthy. He's not he's not good running slants, but he can catch the deep passes, and I think. Well, you got Michael Thomas doing the slant stuff, and and with the new vertical offense, with them getting down the field, this is the proper offense for Traquan Smith to excel in. So you're absolutely right about the injury history. It's because he's not good at running inside. He got a lot better last year. I think a lot of that he was saying to the instruction that was given to him by Emmanuel Sanders, so that helped him out as well. So, I mean, I think you'll see the best version of Traquan Smith. This is his last year. You got a ball of fall. That's what it comes down to. So thank you for that, TD for Life. All right. KT says Pat Robinson got drafted because he ran down Noel Devine. Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Byron says dirty stinks, birds move. Listen, remember the dirty Atlanta Saints, man, they got your guy there. And they're not going to be making crazy moves no more. You got Fontenot there, and Fontenot's going to make the right moves. You got a New Orleans man there, man. We're going to make the right moves. So if they're looking at tight end, and they did have Hurst there, but Hurst ain't nothing compared to this Pitts kid. And plus, if they're running a double tight end package, which more than likely they're going to try to do with this rich kid, this coach Smith, Arthur Smith, I want to say his name is, who's the son of a rich, his father, I think, is one of the top men at FedEx, because this guy came from Washington, and he took over the team. So from one rich man to another. So I just think that they're going to try to pound the ball, have that similar offense to what Tennessee was doing when they were running it. They signed what's his name, Tom Davis, who's a former running back for the Carolina Panthers. So Atlanta's going to look to kind of ground and pound that thing, a 2 tight end set, and they're going to try to move it around and throw it and all this kind of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see just how Atlanta's offense look. But more importantly, the Saints defense has to get on cold. We got to be able to get our stuff together here, man. We're going to definitely need that. Get our stuff together. All right, Zadie, because I think it's Home Depot Q off the blank. No, well, the guy Arthur Smith, I think the quarterback. I mean, the head coach of the Falcons' name. The head coach his name is Arthur Smith, isn't it? And his father is one of the top men at FedEx. He's a multi-millionaire at FedEx. Arthur Smith. A lot of people didn't know that he's the son of a rich man, a really rich man, and he went from he was at Washington, and I think I want to say they have stock in that. I mean, it's some kind of way he tied into all that. He started his career in Washington with the Redskins, and you don't think for a second a little influence perhaps, but ultimately he ended up playing for Atlanta with Arthur Blank. So, who's the former dude from Home Depot. So you're absolutely right on that. Thank you. So I say I love how the 2 Saints teams in NFL, Saints and the Detroit Saints. The 2 teams in NFL, New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Saints. Don't forget to throw the Atlanta Saints in there too. Yeah, True said, don't forget the Cincinnati Saints. Yeah, the Who They. How about that? Who They said they're going to beat them Bengals. Who They? Who that? Stupidest stuff in the world. Never, absolutely ridiculous. No Apple or Crawley. Yeah, oh, do they? Well, man, listen, man, it's just amazing how that goes, huh? Big Sean said Sean adjust the roster QB strength, so he's going to draft at least one speedy wide receiver. That's definitely a possibility. I can see that happening. I don't know where to go, probably in the middle rounds. Perhaps if somebody falls to them. They got really a lot of good wide receivers that you get value between the second and the 5th round in this draft. A lot of really good ones, especially defensive backs and wide receivers are really intriguing in this draft. And then, of course, there's a lot of mixed up feelings about defensive ends falling and this type of thing, because there's no Chase Youngs in this draft. You got a lot of defensive ends people like, but it's everybody got their picks and chooses who they like, because a lot of these guys are incomplete. A lot of them prospects, they're projects. We just have to see if one you like, then you pick them where you feel like you need to pick them. So what do you think about Trevor Lawrence coming in the NFL? How do you think he's going to do in your opinion? I think Trevor Lawrence will do fine, man. I think, you got Urban over there, Urban Meyer taking over Jacksonville. He's going to come in and run the ball. He's respected. As long as he can keep his health in check, I think Jacksonville will be a dangerous team. I mean, they got a pretty decent defense. Their problem has been the quarterback position. They hadn't had stability at the quarterback position because they got a lot of really serious wide receivers that I like. DJ Chalk is out there, and they got a couple other guys that's really fun that I like a lot too. So, isn't that LaVista Chenault's out there? Yep, LaVista Chenault is out there with DJ Chalk, and I mean they got some talent out there. You need a stable and quarterback behind there, and I know running back might be an issue with them. But I think they have an opportunity to do pretty good, especially Jacksonville's in the same conference with Houston and Indianapolis, which will be competing for that. So we'll see how it all shakes. But at the end of the day, I think Trevor Lawrence will have success in the league. As long as you can protect him, he's athletic, he's big, he's smart. I mean, he's a real deal. He's a player. So as long as he got the weapons and they give him a running game, and I think they have 2 first-round draft picks, he goes number 1, and then a lot of people think that with the 20, I think they pick at 25 again. A lot of people believe that they pull his college buddy with him and Travis Etienne with him over there. So I mean, listen, I mean, that would be absolutely ridiculous if somebody would let that happen. But I think Jacksonville has. I think their fortunes are going to get better. All right, TD for Life says this year's draft all about defense. Next year's draft, I want us to draft wide receiver first round. Byron says one wide receiver or two defensive backs, defensive line, edge rusher, and safety. Thank you, Brother Byron. Zydeco said, watch out for Granderson, too. He said he's trying to get double-digit sacks. I seen Granderson working out. Seth says, y'all learned something 2 minutes ago. The first play in Saints history was a 94-yard kick return lockdown against the Rams. How about that? All right, DJ Chalk. Yep, Chalk from LSU. Yep, and LaVista Chenault. And they have another wide receiver out there that's actually pretty good. So, I mean, Jacksonville has some talent, man. You know, and they got a lot of picks, too, in this draft where they can kind of add to the offensive line to build up the offensive line to protect Trevor Lawrence. Perhaps they got a lot of good running backs in the draft that they could pick up to give them value. I mean, Urban Meyer's going to put this stuff together. He's going to make sure they be straight over there in the AFC. Byron says Saints offense is different. Jameis, Taysom defense still got some guys: Cam, DeMario, Lattimore, Marcus Williams, and Jenkins. We got to help those guys with depth. Big Sean says, Q, since Jameis has a strong arm, do you think MT's role would diminish some when you get that speedster? No, I don't think so. I think that Mike Thomas is working out to get stronger and bigger and more vicious. I think that Mike will fool you downfield too. He's not a blazer, but Mike can get downfield too. And I think we'll see that in this one. I think Michael Thomas will prove a lot of people wrong about thinking that he can't get downfield and catch deep balls. I mean, I think Michael Thomas will surprise a lot of people. And I think Traquan Smith will serve perfectly in that role as the number 2 man, because you're looking for somebody just to open the top up. And he can do that. That's what he did really well at when he played for Central Florida. I think he can do that as well for the Saints. That's amazing. That's the best part of his game, is just getting downfield. So I think I don't think his role diminishes. I still say Mike Thomas is going to be a top wide receiver. That's simply because if you're stuck and you can't get the ball to Traquan Smith, your most sure-handed target as far as wide receivers is Mike Thomas. Remember, you got to double team Mike on most plays. He's going to beat the guy. And in most plays, he's mastered the art of beating the double team. He catches the ball. So if Jameis is ever in the spot, he will find Mike Thomas, and him and Mike will grow confidence quick, because just like Drew found out, man, I find Mike Thomas, he's one of the most sure-handed receivers that I ever had. So I think that's a big part of it too. And having him completely healthy after missing out on last year, this year, once healthy and him getting bigger and stronger, will kind of bring us back to the days, 2 years ago, when it was like Mike Thomas is the best wide receiver or one of the top wide receivers in the NFL. Just 1 year removed, he had a bad season due to those injuries, but he had the surgery and off field. He ready to go. And I think Mike wants to dispel some of those myths the way he's been working out. Seth says, Q, I don't understand why we would draft ETN since they have James Robinson. Well, I mean, remember, Robinson belongs. That's not saying that Urban Meyer come in, but that's not Urban Meyer's guy. And remember, you want to make your quarterback happy. Remember, you would make Trevor Etienne is good, but you got Lawrence coming in. Lawrence and Etienne were college teammates. They won championships together at Clemson. What better way to make your franchise quarterback more comfortable than bringing in his star running back that he played with in college, huh? You see what I'm saying? So Robinson wasn't a pick for Urban Meyer. He has no loyalties to Robinson. So if ETN is there and Trevor Lawrence is already selected, he's going to pair him with them and then probably focus in on offensive line, what else they need. But that would be my mentality if I was a general manager and I got ETN. I drafted Lawrence with the first round draft pick, and ETN sitting there at the 25th pick. I'm going to pair them two together because they were absolutely ridiculous at the University of Clemson. Why wouldn't they not be able to do that in the pros? So I would have my own goddamn version of Elvin Kamara, which would be spectacular to me. Devin says, Q, what do you think about Stokes I like Stokes. I don't think he's the best. I like Stokes. I think Stokes is not the best of the Georgia cornerbacks. I like the other one a little bit better, but I think Stokes is all right. A later draft pick. I think he's actually pretty decent. He got some flaws to his game, but Stokes is not bad. He said, I think Pitt's going to be the best tight end. Yeah. Kelsey Kittles. Yeah, everybody says that about him in the tape. We'll see, man. Like they keep saying he can't block. I've seen that dude block. Cut it out. He can block too. So he's seen the catch Mike had on Davis White in the Pro Bowl. Yeah, I remember that. Mike Thomas is awesome, man, and he gonna remind people of that fact. He really will this year. Trey says DJ Chalk is the reason we lost our rivalry against the high school. He single-handedly beat. Chalk is a beast, man, and Jacksonville is going to be something special, and maybe not this year, but in a couple of years they definitely going to be building a dynamo. Byron says Troutman, Vanette, dynamite tight end duo, threaded offense. Vanette can catch the balls, not much offensively in terms of like movement because he's big and plotting, but he can block his ass off. And I think that was done because of the rushing game. I think Coach Payton really setting up to run the ball. Big Sean says if we get Cox, it's a win regardless of whoever we draft with the remaining picks. Yeah, Jabril Cox is a second-round selection. They're saying I think he's a first-round talent. If you can find him in the second round, you got tremendous value. Because truth be told, you got a lot of really special linebackers. We talked about Zaven Collins is special. You talk about a guy like Parsons. They're absolutely amazing. But Jabril Cox, man, is on another level. He's 6'3", 230 pounds, and he's pretty much a big safety that plays linebacker. He's very productive, high IQ. I can't say enough about Jabril Cox. If the Saints end up getting him in the back of the first round, I would not be upset about that move. I wouldn't be. Seth says, I'm just saying if a free agent who rushed for 1,000 yards the first season, I need offensive line help. No way I'm drafting E10 the first. You got to remember, number one, Seth, that there is no loyalty to Robinson. Urban Meyer didn't draft or sign Robinson. And you got to remember you got to make your franchise quarterback happy. And if Etienne's there, who he won championships with, listen, he'll come in there and he will play with it. And that's what I'm saying. It's about making the quarterback happy. And that guy's the franchise quarterback. And if he got his running back that he played and won championships with in college, you think Urban Meyer going to look past that? Say, now we got James Robinson. We don't need him. Hell no. Nah. He going to pair them two together. You're going to put Etienne in there with him, and then they'll just have Robinson competing with him as his backup. I'm telling you how it's going to go. If Jacksonville's on the board at 25 and Etienne's there, watch what they do. Watch how it fold out. There is because that rarely happens because both of those guys are superstars, were superstars, are great players at their position. Done a lot. They were absolutely tremendous at Clemson together. And then their first round talents, you get one with the first round, the overall pick, and then you mean to tell me you get his buddy that operated the running game, and you could have an Elvin Kamara type running back? Hell, James Robinson good, but he ain't no Elvin. This kid here, Etienne, could be every bit of what Kamara or McCaffrey is. I'm telling you, that's how good the man is. He's trying. Now Robinson's good, but man, he ain't gonna stand next to Etienne. Watch, you're gonna see. It's all about making them franchise quarterbacks happy. He said, yeah, I know, bro. That would be really nice to see that, to be honest with you, with Caleb Farley and Marshawn Lattimore. It could be a reality if he's still sitting there because they expecting him to fall, but I don't know how true that is. He might fall, but they're saying out of the first round. I disagree with that. Somebody in the back of the first round will pick up a top 10 cornerback in this kid, man. He's 6'2", big cornerback, speed, intelligence. He's a little stiff, but you can be ironed out. But he'd be a fantastic pickup for the black and gold after losing Laddie Daddy. I'll tell you what, I would love to see that. Could you see Lattimore Newsome super duo? With Newsome, I think I don't know. I don't know if Newsome would be there because the only reason why Farley would be there is because of the back surgery. People not believing in the back surgery that he would be worth that value at that high, But Newsome, I think Newsome, there's nothing wrong with Newsome. I think Newsome's is going up like this and there because of his physicality, his height, his speed, he's skyrocketing in the draft, and I think he'll be gone before the Saints did. But we'll see how it goes because sometimes some teams have players higher than other players, and that could be problematic. So let's take a look at. I'm gonna play a little bit of the Coach Payton interview from the Zurich Classic that Coach Payton was there, and I'm gonna play a little bit of that. in just a moment, and we'll go over that, and then we'll play a little of that from the draft. So if y'all just give me a second, I'll get that tuned up, and we'll play a little of Coach Payton's interview from Zurich, and we'll get his thoughts on the draft. We'll get to hear old Coach Payton's thoughts on the draft. So give me just a second, and I'll set that up, fam. So hold on here. And of course, y'all let me know if y'all can hear that in the draft. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear. He put one in the chat if y'all can hear it.
Yeah, I think relative to that position, though, it still stays the same. And traits that we're looking for, I don't think it's a must position. We feel like we've got real good players in the building. Jeff Harlan's kind of style work well with you guys' coaching style, and how close would you scouting the front of the staff? Real close. Jeff and I were together for 3 years in Dallas, and I think, look, the scouts are in the building. They have been for the last 2 weeks. The coaches are in. So there's a lot of hours right now, and just coming up with the final grades. A lot of work that's gone into this point. What did you say before that he treats it as like a rep business, where he just like kind of grinds out tape on guys? Absolutely. There's a lot of. First off, Jeff does a great job at heading up the process, because there's we might read a player that has 7 reports, maybe more than that, and it's a little bit more challenge to this year with some of the opt-outs, no official combine, so there's a little less information on average per player that we have to work through, both medically and also from a testing standpoint, but that's just part of it. Correct. Is it a higher priority now than it was been last 2 years? I feel like we've got 2 real good candidates under contract, and we feel strongly about those guys. How much of the decision for players maybe to not have the voluntary workout affect everything, specifically something like that when you're going to have an open position? Yeah, it's a good question. Look, there's a little bit of flexibility. We're in constant communication with our team. There's some things that are important, I think, as we ultimately get ready for training camp, and that's, our vaccination rate. We're doing really well in the building. We're close to 99% football operations, phase 1 and phase 2. So we're really down to 2 or 3 people, and that's it. Everyone else has been vaccinated, and look, our state's done a great job. We're kind of at that stage now where, everyone's got that opportunity, and we're obviously encouraging that. Our players are in the midst of going through that. So we sent out information relative to that. But back to the all-season program, look, a year ago, these guys trained extremely well at home. I know that Jameis and Taysom, both those guys are going to be guys that work hard at it. And, if this shifts in a way where there's some guys coming in, some guys not, that we're not going to worry about that. We'll focus on, obviously the training camp, but the players that are in the building now, rehabbing and getting ready for training camp. That's really where our attention's drawn.
Sean, there this year, James, I guess at this point, because obviously you didn't have it, you didn't get a chance to go through the off-season program.
I think a lot. I mean, I think that that year was important for him, but I also think it was important for him to see kind of our program, and so both sides, I think, benefited from that year. He came in and picked things up. He's someone that picks it up quickly, and Taysom's been with us for a while now. So, both those guys, you don't have to worry about their approach and how they work.
Sean, if there were injured players, the medical information this year without the combine, is good enough to make it?
Yeah, I would just say, to be fair to the process, that there's just a little less information. So we had our medical meeting the other night, and so it's a little bit like the workout information. There's just a little bit less that you have to go by, and you might have to follow up with phone calls to trainers and doctors. So that's just what this year presented.
I think you have more value heading into this draft than usual since you released a handful of starters.
Yeah, fair question. I don't. There's one. I mean, look, corners against an area that we have to address here between now and the start of the season, and I think we'll be able to find that. But yeah, we lost some good players that we knew we might have to get our numbers below. So I think that's part of operating in the salary cap era.
And then under the same guys, size of draft class, is that more important than usual? Kind of back to a little bit, or if you wanted a volume player?
It helps.
Well, that's probably going to be, but you hear Coach Payton was basically breaking down family, what he was saying. And we pretty much mentioned that here on the Coma. We talked about how, with the salary cap era, what that means to the black and gold, man, and how they would have to do things. That means pretty much not kicking the can down the road anymore because of the instability of the salary cap moving forward because of the C-19 stuff going on. That kicking the can down the road mentality is a thing of the past. Saints will have to do a lot better at drafting and having fuller drafts, getting fuller talent and having smarter and more intelligent drafts than from the previous years. We got to really dig in and build a team over the next several years through the draft because of the salary cap ramifications that the team was currently under and will be under next year as well when you lose another 15 plus players from the squad. So really over the next several years, this draft and next year's draft will be used to compile depth headed into the next 5 to 10 plus years of the team, next 5 years anyway, a window of 5. So hopefully we be able to put that together and get it done. And I think next Thursday, upcoming Thursday, we'll get an opportunity to see what the Saints will do in the first round, whether they'll make a choice or decide to slide back in the second round to accrue more draft picks, which is a possibility. So Coach Payton covered a lot of stuff there. He talked about the talent levels of how you feel about Jameson. Pretty much a lot of the stuff that we were feeling is the exact same thing. Coach Payton laid it out and pretty much put us on par to let us understand, yeah, the draft it's all about the draft this year. It's all about the draft because of the salary cap ramifications or the economics of it going forward. Building through the draft is a smart move, and we got Jeff Ireland. And I think that he'll be a major success to us moving this thing ahead. So once again, I'm going to end the show right there. I'd like to thank all the family members for chiming in our late edition of TSC Friday Night Free for All. It's almost 1:00 in the morning. I'd like to thank all the family members for stopping by and all the family members for chiming in and jumping on the show and getting some great value as well. I appreciate the Super Chat family members with the Super Chat and the Cash App families. Thank y'all for supporting the stream like that. And we appreciate y'all attention tonight. And I just want y'all to understand the Saints we'll see the draft coming up real soon. And man, what I could tell you, man, it's going to be fun. And remember our draft specials, family, just to let the family members know, is that we'll have a draft special on that Thursday. Next Thursday, the Sports Coma will be live and direct broadcasting for the entire first round Also Friday for all round Saints related. And of course, all day Saturday, Sports Coma will be in here live, dropping it, breaking down this, that, and the third, looking at the Saints draft picks, getting you guys commentary on what you think will happen as well with the picks and reaction to the picks that are made. So all that'll be next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sports Coma 3-day NFL Saints virtual bash will be going on. So bring your own beer, bring your own chicken wings, and we'll be doing this thing live and direct Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's right, we'll be in the building. So with that being said, please feel free, family, to continue to share the show's links. Hit the like button if you hadn't hit the like button. Please feel free to subscribe if you hadn't subscribed. Hit the subscribe button and join the Great Saint Think Tank as well. So appreciate the family members. Thank y'all. Appreciate your TD for Life gang. Much love to you, Charles. Brother Charles, big ups to you, fam. He said big shout out. Thank you. Appreciate you, bro. 24/7 content. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. So with that being said, fam, I appreciate you guys for dropping by, man. And we'll see you. I'll see you on Monday. You hit the notification bell. You never know, I might pop up this, but we got the Pelican Post game report that'll be coming up tomorrow afternoon. I want to after the game. Game is for 7, but we be popping in on that too. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all, man, as well. Much love to y'all guys, and remember, keep your heads up, stay positive, family. We all getting through this stuff out here together. Don't lose faith. Know that somebody out there got love for you, and people out there praying for you. So with that being said, I'm gonna see you later. Who dat? I'm out.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. #1 sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the Sports Coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Payton, New Orleans, Who Dat Nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the Sports Coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.